Good morning, everyone. I am on my way to the office, and this is usually the first thing I do. Yes, you would say brush your hair first, but no. Why should I do that when I just come in here and I talk to you lovely guys? So I wanted to share with you guys how I usually start my day and show you what my new goals are. Those who already know, I am not a junk journaler. I just sell you guys a bunch of supplies that are for your crafty needs. It doesn't have to be necessarily junk journaling. I specialize, I love fabrics. I love do-it-yourself kits and things like that. So I have a ton of things, and I wanted to share with you guys, kind of give you an example of, so in this room here, like I said, in the morning, I usually go to that computer and that's where I start my day. This is just like, what do you call this? Like a storage area. As you can see here, these are bins. They're huge bins of, that's just fabric. That's not all, by the way. I have a little bit of obsession with fabric, which I need to start listing. I'm telling you, like, this is getting pretty bad. And over here, woohoo, fabric. So I'm sure there's a handful of those that does have do-it-yourself kits, knitting, crocheting, threads, anything crafty, I have it. It's just a matter of me, this one person, and this computer trying to list it all. So this is my goal. So you guys know, for those who, they think, you know, a lot of people on YouTube, because YouTube is my platform that I present all kinds of daily deals and things like that. For majority is the junk journal world. Here, I'm gonna make you guys dizzy. My hand was going numb. So for the junk journal world, but my Etsy shop, I do cater a lot to quilters, those who like do-it-yourself kits, vintage supplies, things like that. So I have a mixture of a bunch of things, and a lot of you guys know that, but I want to make it clear, I don't junk journal, but I do, I'm very interested, and I'm trying to learn slowly, and thanks to you guys and you guys' support, I'm learning it, and I'm loving that I can dabble in that, yet still do what I do best, which I love selling items to you guys for a great affordable price. So yeah, would I love to have time to craft and do all those special things, but if I did, I would not have time to share these things with you guys. So I'm gonna take you guys the opposite direction here, slowly. This is obviously a non-edited video. All right, so across the hall, which I showed you guys before, is usually where sorry, my hand's in your face. This is where I do the assembly line. And then I have, obviously, the cutting table, which isn't an awesome table, thanks to my husband. He extended it, so when I'm cutting with any of my tools, I am not leaning over whatsoever. So I feel so blessed and lucky to have that. So this here is usually where if I can do this one-handedly. So this is all the packaging supplies, not counting packaging supplies that are in the closet, is where I usually, this is where I usually package your guys' supplies and things like that and cut. And then the assembly line is right here. I love this table. I need another one. I would love to go the opposite direction, or just possibly put one on this wall. Hopefully if I can show you guys. Take this table, center in the middle of the room, and just do long table coming straight across here. I need more space. Need more space. But this is my board of don't forgets. And one thing I love is, if I could show you guys here, kind of going sideways here. I love that man. He's my best part of everything I do, and he supports me in everything I do. So, okay. Yeah, speaking of that man, he put that TV there. So some people ask, how do I have time to watch the different YouTube videos and things of everyone that's going on out there? Well, what I do is I stream it on that TV. Usually I put my phone on that thing right there, and I cut and package, and I listen, and I get to watch and follow, especially those who I love. You know, there's so many people out there. I can name a list of people I love watching and doing what I do, so I can learn what you guys are loving, what I can try to do, and what's going on out there. So I'm always aware of what's going on, and try my best, that is. So this is the station where I usually oh Lord have mercy, guys. This is, I'm trying here. Where I put supplies that are stocked in the shop when it comes to ephemera, because I don't want to have it in a storage unit or anything. I like the easy access of grab and go. So tickets and things like that are all in here kind of thing. And then in all this cabinetry is where I have majority of ephemera, music sheet packs, dictionary packs. Soon I'll be doing the map packs. But, so this room pretty much holds a lot of the ephemera. We got the pink guest checks, green guest checks. We got bags. We got tickets. In here, you kind of guys have an idea. Open up one of them. So you kind of see, whew. Yeah, so here's one cabinetry, which is not really full. This is where I put like all the packs and tickets and bags already ready to go for you guys. So it's stored in a nice spot where there's no moisture, you know, it's all ready to go. Usually in this section is what's coming up next. It's like the newest project in the works, and I just kind of pull it out and then add things to it, and I kind of like throw it in there until I say, okay, this is filled up enough. Let's figure out something here, right? So, sorry guys, I'm on this floor trying my best one-handedly. I think I need to get one of those like hand things, you know, that hold the camera, and then so this is not jiggling so much. Oh, so right up there is usually my chipboard. So the different like styles and sizes. So I just grab one. I pre-cut them. So I use different cardboards from different boxes, and I pre-cut them. So when it's time to package, I usually like to keep chipboard between any paper supply to keep it, you know, all intact. And then if I can get up off the ground here, sorry guys. Here, I am not a fancy dancy organized person, but I have an obsession with rubber bands, paper clips, sticky notes. So I just kind of like throw it in there. So that's usually where I grab a rubber band. I got my chipboard ready to go. Connect it, it's there, it's ready to go. And then usually in here is, if I can show you, is where I keep packaging supplies, such as we got, you know, from priorities on this side, and then just the sleeves and stuff like that. They're ready to go. I separate them by size and things like that. These pull out where I got my packaging tape, staplers and things like that. This is my gift box. A lot of packages. What I do is I just have little doodads, zippers, papers, whatever. And so I slowly just add them into people's packs. So then, you know, just a little extra gift goes a long way, right? So this is the the gift box, or some people call it treasure chest, or what do you want to call it, for extra little gifts I just send on its way. So there you have it. I was hoping to see if I can, you know, I bet I can. If I press pause here, put this phone into a tripod, let me grab one of these bins right here and open up some fabrics to give you guys an idea of what kind of fabrics. I have no clue what all I have in these. So it'd be nice just to grab one and let's just take a peek. So hang on one second. Okay, I'm not kidding. This thing is huge. Maybe I should bring a chair in here so I'm not leaning over, but it is packed. Isn't it so much nicer having it on a tripod? I'm not like jiggly wiggly all over you guys. I just want to make it clear, I sell fabrics too. You know, I sell all kinds of different supplies. My job here on YouTube is to not only shop share, but to show things you can have affordably, and things you can craft with. There's so many different types of fabrics out there that you can use towards your project, far as covering your journals or adding tabs, things like that. I mean, there's chenille, there's chiffon, there's tapestry, upholstery, there is chantal type fabrics, which chintz fabrics, cotton fabrics, there's burlaps, there's so many beautiful pieces out there. So I hope, if anything, you know, that it would broaden your mind on different kinds of fabrics you can use out there. And not only that, I'm excited about cracking open these bins because I have so much fabric. Usually my fabric section in my Etsy shop, it is filled a few hundred at least per each listing. I have a vintage fabric section, and then I have just fabric yardage or something like that. It is so low, so I need to start doing a photo shoot and then just taking a week of listing away. But I figured, why not just open up. Here's some. Oh, cool. Yeah, another thing I like to do is to start getting into the knitting. I have a lot of crocheting needles, knitting needles. I have bins of that vintage and newer type of knitting type stuff. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Tapestry upholstery, which is gorgeous. So I know I have a lot of different kinds. So what I mean by the crocheting needles and stuff, I literally got bins of this stuff that I need to just go through. Like, these are newer, fine. I just need to go through, organize. A lot of them are new in their packs, ready to go. But I have bins full of yarns and threads, and so I'm excited about starting to crack open these bins that I have and start sharing them with you guys. And because I know there is a lot of friends that I know, like Eve and in the Wonderland, and that do love crocheting and things like that, that I have things that maybe you guys might be interested in. And it's just sitting there, and I know I need to start stocking my shop. I just love those daily deals. I love getting good, which I can still do. I'll just, those daily deals come up just sporadically. If I find something that's a great deal, yeah, it becomes a daily deal. I never have a set day or time. You guys already know that, right? I don't, I'm a fly by night. This happens, it happens. I don't tell anyone, I just do it. And, so yeah, I have lots of beautiful, I'm not sure why the burlap bag is in there, but there's a burlap bag. So yes, here it looks like we're in a vintage section of things. Oh man, Lord have mercy. So, if you say I have fabric, I have proof I have fabric. Because there's a lot of people say they have things, but they get them just sporadically, but I seriously have things. I have fabric. So when it comes to listing, oh Lord, I gotta find time to list it. But look at that old upholstery fabric. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this one. Yeah, just beautiful. And these are all yardage bolts. It's just a matter of going through them. This one has like a ruffly type, like a raised, just gorgeous. These must be like the browns. I put them in like color coordinate type. This is a feed sack. And this one here is like a browns. Looks like I'm in the browns and orange section right now. So, because I like to separate flowers, kind of shaky differently. These must be the browns. This is definitely feed sack as well. Look at those auburn colors. This here looks like the same type of fabric that was right here. The same maker. I have not looked. But I don't know if you guys, if I look close enough, you guys can see the raised fabric. It's just gorgeous, soft. I wonder if I can get a name. I have yardage in this stuff. And a lot of times when I do this, I measure it. And the leftover remnant pieces, say if it's not exactly a half yard or a yard, I cut it off regardless. And then that's when you see the listing in my shop for mystery scrap fabric box. I put them into bundles. Like there's one is called Vintage Fabric Blend. And then one is Scrappy, which is a blend of just cotton fabrics and cotton fabrics itself. The other one, I like the vintage one because you can get a variety of all kinds of types of fabrics. And that's how I come up with that listing. And I did that listing back in 2014. But it's probably one of the big ones out there that the quilters absolutely love. And you guys as journalers might love that for your journals. So you never know. Look at here. This is newer. It's got like the different kinds of sequins in it. I'm not sure why it's in this bin. I must have just thrown it in there along with this, which I need to, looks like I do not store this way. I don't know why this is in here like this. Excuse me. I need to iron this, but I have yardage of this retro. Look how retro girl that is. I need to put that to the side. That needs to be ironed. So it looks like we're getting into the chintz, the rayons. All right, guys. At least we can get one of these bins open and I can start looking. If there's something you guys want, just message me. Looks like we have some floral. Who's that by? Oh. Shirley Bossford. It's the Whitham Industry Springs. Some people call it Winsetta, but Whitham's what I remember. Here's chintz fabric. Looks like I've already measured this here. See, that's how I do it. I measure it, cut what's left over. That's not exactly half yard to a yard. And this is chintz fabric. Chintz fabric is usually, if you can kind of see, it's slightly got a shine to it. Some chintz fabric is kind of dull, but chintz fabric is stiff. It's like, almost like, not starched. Starched is a little thick, but this here is totally chintz fabric. So that's pretty. This is just a cotton fabric, nothing fancy dancy, totally girl. The yardage of that. Here's upholstery fabric. Upholstery fabric, for those who don't know, it is quite thick. It's usually has like a Scotch guard on it. It's meant for, some people do drapery, but they usually do it for like seats and chairs and things like that. I'm just gonna see who's this by. This here is Maple, and who is it by? Better by Designs? Doesn't sound familiar, but it's like a peachy pink. It's nice and thick though, to where if you do cover a journal, it's stiff and it is thick. This is a thinner cotton fabric. Yep, I already measured this one. Looks like this bin I partially, this is also a chintz fabric. Okay, this is a good example to show you guys. Okay, so chintz fabric, stiff, except see how this one's shiny and this one's a dull. Same thing, chintz fabric, it almost feels a little starchy. It's almost like paper. Isn't that cool? Cotton, this is newer fabric. Looks like it's two different sections, but I still can use it. Here's more chintz fabric. I've already measured this one. The cool thing about chintz fabric, usually it's wide. There's a lot of chintz fabric that is at least, like this one, I think it's probably 54 inches wide. Look at this one. This is like a scrappy quilt one. This is older. Isn't that cute? This is thinner. It's a cotton blend. It's purple. Hey, you've guys seen this? I've used some of this in a project. Okay, this here has got like a satin finish. This is a satin swirl that is a paisley-ish, but it's a satin blend because it's not crazy soft, and satin is usually like a slippery scarf type fabric. It's quilt stuff. Alright, look at this. This one's older. This here is like a, what do you call that? Rayon. Yeah, but if you guys could see the birds in it, it's got like a shimmer. Ooh, who's it by? I see a name. Let's see here. You're pretty. I have to look this one up. This one is by Allison Division something International Ltd. I need to look this one up. But isn't that beautiful? You guys can see how beautiful that is. I'll have to put this one aside. Okay, we just love this. This bring back memories to anyone. Alrighty. Quilting fabric. These are, you guys seen these before. I just need to list them. These are like somebody had pre-made baby quilts. Already got the batting in them. They just need to be finished the binding. They're ready to go. So those will be in. Here's the binding. For those who don't know what binding is, it's where you need to finish the edge of the quilt. either through seam binding or hand stitch it on kind of thing. We got a few of those in there. I'm not sure why. This must be like a bin of just vintage sheets. Yep. So that is close to ending one bin. Yeah, I think I can get through these bins. What do you guys think? Who knows what we'll find in the other ones kind of thing. So what I'm going to do today, since I'm back, I took some couple days off. I'm going to do a photo shoot and start on these bins, guys. Heads up, who knows? Maybe I'll have a daily deal coming up with something special from one of these bins. Or I do have a surprise one coming up here. So I know that usually people get paid around the end of the week kind of thing. And so I'm very, very cautious when it comes to that. And very aware that, because people, when a daily deal goes up, it usually goes really fast. And I want it to cater to those who can't do that until the end of the week. So I'll probably do a daily deal sometime around the end of the week sometime, like say Thursday, Friday kind of thing. And I do know that Tuesday I was hoping to sneak on and do something different. So I'm not going to say what, because you guys know how that goes. And it'll work out. So sorry guys for those who I feel like I made you so dizzy. But I just wanted to show you guys what I have. Whoop, speaking of dizzy, you got kind of foggy there. To show you that I have bins upon bins of fabric. And bins upon bins, which I haven't taken you down to the storage area, of all kinds of supplies. I have, gosh, do-it-yourself kits, bins of that same size, and I need to get through them. So I figured, why not? Maybe I can do a series of, you know, let's crack open a bin, or I'm sure some fancy-dancy name or something, sale of some sort, and run sales on the bins that I open up, and hope you guys get awesome stuff at a great price, which I am totally gonna have to look this guy up. He is so pretty. Could you imagine? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I can't wait to see what that is. Okay, so there you guys have it. Sorry, I started your day off with crazy hyper Selena, who's been drinking coffee, and so it'll all work out. So I just want to give you guys heads up on what I do and how I do it, and what I have that I definitely need to get my butt going on. And so be prepared to, hopefully soon here, I can start stocking fabric again. And of course, plenty of daily deals coming your guys' way. I have so many things I want to tell you guys, but I don't want to say it on video. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys have a blessed Monday. It is Monday already. Where did the weekend go? And I hope you guys, those who work, have a great work day. And those who don't are crafting, I can't wait to see your creative things that you guys do. Don't forget, I have a Facebook group down below where please feel free to share your beautiful work. And even if it is a disaster, share, because we all are human and we're not perfect. And let's have fun, guys. So until next time, guys, thank you for sharing this dizzy moment this morning. Bye.